Welcome back, everybody, to the Nerdcore podcast. This is number 489. 489. And Brad is mad at me right now. We're here early because I have to go watch Jurassic World in like an hour. And yeah, we're here to review a history of violence as we continue on with our David Cronenberg month here. And Brad, let them know how mad you are at me right now.
On a scale of 10 to fucking mad, fucking mad. There's lights in my
So,
eyes. God damn it. That's why we do this shit at night.
yeah, Brad's Brad is in front of the window. I forgot. So he's got the sun like directly in front of his face. I promise, Brad. This is the first and the last time we'll have to do this early like this. Um, so I'm gonna have to see. I have to see Jurassic World in like literally an hour. So, an hour 30 actually, an hour 29 now. But yeah. Brad, how are you doing, bro?
Squinting. That's how I'm doing. I'm just fucking squinting over here.
Oh no, you're gonna hate me, man. You hate me. You hate me. Oh man, Brad's wanted to say he was good with it. I was like, okay, all right.
Then I realized why I didn't like it.
Yep, yep. It's never about doing it earlier. It's always about doing it later.
Yeah. Like,
Yeah,
fuck this sun.
fucking Arizona, huh?
Houston, Atlanta, Vegas.
Vegas, yeah.
Houston, Atlanta,
Um,
Phoenix.
hope everyone's having a good day. Of course, Nerd Chicano here, host of the show, alongside my wonderful co-host, Young
It
Yoda.
burns.
It burns. It burns. Yeah, yeah. I watched Hi Americans.
Hi, Americanos.
Hi Kylie. Hi Kylie. Um, watch this film today. I also have two more movies to watch, and I will be at 1,000 movies logged on Letterboxd. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, no, it's been a long day today, Brad. It's like really fucking humid here today for some reason. We
Yeah,
also got a fucking tornado warning today, bro.
it's been getting humid over here because monsoon season.
Yeah.
So this weekend it was like 100-degree weather with fucking humidity, and it's just like, nope, I'm not leaving the house.
Just
Not
yeah.
gonna do it.
Yeah, I went to walk the dog. Um, in the morning, it was fine. Like it was hot, but like the sun was out and like the wind was blowing, so it wasn't that bad. But then once it hit like fucking 1 o'clock here, it started to like get disgustingly humid, and I think my allergies were acting up or something because I was just having a stuffed nose all fucking day, bro. And right now it's finally gone. And then I go walk the dog again, and I take her to the dog park, and bro, I'm just sweating my ass off, bro. Holy shit! I mean, God, I left Texas, and I still have to deal with this shit, huh?
The heat is everywhere.
Heat is everywhere. Yeah, but I'm gonna be going back to where humidity is the absolute ass crack of America. So yeah, I thought it'd be fun. But at least we're here to continue on with our David Cronenberg month as we look at his next film, A History of Violence, which apparently is the last film to ever come out on VHS, which is
Who knew?
pretty interesting. Yeah. Yeah, Brad. This was the last movie to come out on VHS tape. Remember those,
So
Brad?
you're telling me like in 2005 they were like, nah, I'm wearing VHS, all
Yeah.
CD, DVD.
God, we can all feel that, Kylie. We're all dealing with this fucking humidity. Yeah, I guess in 2005 they decided, hey, let's go ahead and
Just
switch
be done
over.
with it. Just done.
Just be done with it now. Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It's pretty cool to what's it called? Know that this is the last one, but yeah, this is Brad's first pick, and then what's it called? Next week we'll have another one of mine, and we're gonna continue on and hopefully not get backtracked because of my move. But I don't think we will. I think we'll get backtracked on mostly the live show reviews, but um, of course, if you have not watched the history of violence and you care about spoilers, or if you don't care about spoilers and you've already watched A History of Violence, then be warned. This is your one and only spoiler warning. And it is, in effect, in a five, four, three, two, one. Yes, Brad.
Well, Kylie, we live in a society.
Shut the fuck up, Brad. Shut the fuck up. All right, Brad. I know you got
I'm
the sun.
sweating and I'm squinting, and I don't
Yeah, I
like
know
it.
you got the sun right in front of your face, but try to read that article right there. Or if you want, I'll probably do it for you.
I got it. I got
Okay.
it. In our one and only source, Wikipedia. A History of Violence is a 2005 action thriller film directed by David Cronenberg. Who would have guessed for this month? And written by Josh Olson. It is an adaptation of the 1997 graphic novel of the same title by John Wagner and Vince Locke. This film stars Viggo Mortensen as the owner of a small town diner who is thrust into the spotlight after confronting two robbers in self defense, thus changing the lives of him and his family forever. Maria Bello, William Hurt, and Ed Harris play supporting roles. The film was in the main competition for the 2005 Palme d'Or. The film was put into limited release in the United States on September 23rd, 2005, and wide release on September 30th, 2005. A History of Violence is sometimes considered one of the greatest films of the 2000s. It was specifically praised for its performances, screenplay, atmosphere, and plot. William Hurt was nominated for the Academy Award for Best Supporting Actor, while Olsen was nominated for Best Adapted Screenplay. Mortensen himself praised it as one of the best movies he's ever been in, if not the best, also declaring it was a perfect film noir, or close to perfect. It is also notable as being one of the last major Hollywood films to be released on VHS.
Yep.
Screenplay Josh Olson. Cinematography Peter Shusitsky. Why does that name sound familiar? I don't know.
What was the what?
Peter Sushitsky.
He's
Is it
the
because he was
cinematographer.
because he was
Yeah.
on
Empire Strikes
Eastern
Back. Yeah.
Promises and all that. Yeah.
Yeah. He's the one who mostly works with Cronenberg.
Yeah. Edited by Ronald Sanders, music by Howard Shore. 96 minutes long, budget of 32 million, box office 61.4 million. Cronenberg just doubles his money.
It's funny.
I think he did that on Eastern Promises too. It was like double.
Oh man, yeah. I mean, hey man, he did it. He did it. So, this is rest in peace VHS. Yep.
Rip.
Missed the weird the rewind machine. Yep. It's because I was drinking my water. That's right. Stacy says, and if the unforeseeable happens in the movie, this is the Nerdcore podcast, streaming live as Raul travels down Highway 69. Nice. Down to Texarkana, Delphia. And yes, he chose that route. Love you, Stacy. Never change.
Route
Never
69.
Change. Yep. Brad, this is your pick. So, would you like to tell us your initial thoughts on A History of Violence?
Yeah, sure. I like Eastern Promises more.
Of course.
I mean,
of course.
Yeah. I gave the Eastern Promises 10 out of 10, but I will say this was a very good movie. Like, story was good, the plot was good. I had an issue with the music at the beginning.
Yeah.
There was this one song that kept playing, like when he was going into the diner and shit, and it just didn't feel like it fit. Like I'm like, and nothing was happening. That was the thing. Like, it was kind of like a not really intense music, but it was like a music like something should be happening. He's just walking into the diner. But like the acting in this, the story, the plot, like they're great. So it's another good one by Cronenberg. He's slowly becoming like one of my favorites through this, especially with the 1 hour and 40-minute run times. Yeah. God, I love the 1 hour and 40-minute run time.
Yeah, I think most of his movies are actually around that runtime.
I think this man just wrote his like he had a page to write to and he just wrote to that.
He's got to be one of the ones that we've talked about where it's like, hey man, thank you. You made it easy to actually get through these films.
And I don't feel like the movie needed to be longer or shorter. It's just like it hit kind of right where it needed to. There were maybe a few scenes like towards the end where he's meeting with his brother when I'm like, this doesn't really seem like a necessary. Like I kind of wanted it to happen, but it wasn't really necessary after I got to see his brother and all that shit that went down. It's just like,
yeah, there are things that definitely like, okay, do I need to spend like more than 5 minutes here? And it's like, yeah, but what's whatever. Like, I mean, either way, I mean, I think the film works well. It's not the best one we've seen. I think I still like Eastern Promises way more.
Yep.
Um, but of course, this is really gritty. Vigo Mortensen also just like is a pretty damn good, what's it called? Pretty damn good
Oh,
performance in this
oh,
film.
the switch. Like you can tell, like where he goes from Tom Stahl
Mm-hmm.
into whatever the fuck his name, Joey
Uh,
Cusack.
Joey Cusack, yeah.
Yeah, you can tell like the switch that turns on when he figures out he's found out,
Yeah,
and
the
it's
switch
just
in accent real quick,
well, and
bro.
it's like it's not even like big, like it's like just like really subtle, and you're
Hmm.
like, oh,
Yeah. I mean, just Vigo's that fucking good, man. I
yeah,
mean, it's like Vigo's that guy, man. And I love that like a lot of these two from these two films they both have people who end up getting nominated at the Oscars for them, and it's none that I can say like, oh, I disagree, because William Hurt is pretty fucking good in this movie too. Like,
mm-hmm.
I don't disagree at all. I
William
don't.
Hurt and Ed Harris.
Oh yeah, Ed Harris is fucking
Like I
great,
love just
man.
seeing Ed Harris in this movie because I'm like, ooh, Ed Harris.
Yeah, yeah, dude. I was same thing with me. I was just like, wow, like it's Ed Harris, and you know, I remembered it took me back to Appaloosa, and I was like, oh god, I'm glad I'm seeing Ed Harris in a better movie this time.
Well, it's like Westworld. I'm just like I didn't even think of Appaloosa. Like I've totally forgotten Appaloosa
Westworld,
by this
yeah,
point. Just out of my mind space of like, yeah, that was kind of a terrible movie.
yeah, yeah. I'm glad we're past that. That's yeah. Brad, yeah, as I'm looking at here, Brad, our next two are 1 hour and 35 and an hour and 32. And then our Patreon mini is literally an hour 43.
God, I love David Cronenberg.
God, I love James Cronenberg. Yeah, I love the look of this movie. I think, like I said, it
Oh,
carries that really.
cinematography is so good through this.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Oh, I
Um.
love also like I gotta give it to him. The opening of this movie,
Oh, with the one
fucking
shot.
legit,
Yeah,
fucking
yeah,
legit.
yeah,
Just opening the whole story. I thought we were gonna like follow these two, and they were gonna be far more part of the story, but I guess they kind of were because they basically got this guy out of hiding.
yeah, yeah. And I love that opening. Just like the fucking the one shot, and then we lead into the house, and then like just when you think, oh, everything's normal, right?
The
Everything's gonna go
kid
normal
comes
from here.
out.
No, the kid comes out, and you're like, oh, he's probably gonna keep that kid, right? Nope, he
Nope.
does it. Bam. Kind of says, I just wish they had a trailer to the trailer. William Hurd, rest in peace. Yeah, yeah, William Hurd, rest in peace. 2 hours and 5 minutes for final. Yeah, well, it's all good. Um, I like Howard Shore's score as well. The score is good. I do agree with you. It's like
That
there's
one scene.
points.
It's not the
Yeah,
whole movie. It's just that one scene
yeah,
where I'm
that
just
scene is
going,
like
this
okay,
music seems out of place.
seems out of place, and to me, the pacing is a little rocky. Um, Going into the second half, but once we start getting into like once the shootout outside of his house happens,
Oh yeah,
you're
with
pretty
the
much strapped the
oh,
fuck in.
and then the son like pulling the
Oh,
trigger, like ooh.
yeah.
Oh,
Uh,
and then the dinner, like okay, so it was really cool. Like he just fucking smoked everyone at his brother's house, but that dinner scene he came back home to,
yeah,
fuck, that's the most intense passing of the peas I ever did see.
yeah. I mean, just like the daughter just pulling up the plate, putting it aside, and it's like, you fucked up, but I fuck it.
Well,
I guess
you
you
know,
came
I
back.
was like, oh, the little girl don't know much. Like,
Yeah,
she's like, just dad's here, set the
dad's
place.
here.
But when the son literally shot a guy, so it's just like he opened and he's like, yeah, here, and you're kind of just waiting for the wife to pass something like the peas or something. That's where the movie
Yeah,
cuts off, and it's really good.
yeah. I love that part. It's just God. And then just of course it is David Cronenberg. He is the master of body horror. Nobody does body horror like him. So you know damn well when someone's gonna get shot, it's gonna look brutal.
Oh
Just
yeah,
like when he fucking like the nose right
oh
there,
yeah,
where it's
when
just
he
like
just hits it, yeah.
freaking brutal, man. Brutal. Uh but yeah, I just and I mean, of course, like I find it so interesting the way that like this story kind of plays out, and like you would think like, oh, it's literally gonna be like what's it called like 20, 30 minutes into the film, and like the hour left, it's gonna be him like trying to clean up everything. It's like no, no, it keeps on going. It's like he doesn't actually admit that he's Joey yet, and like
No.
it doesn't, and then when we get there, it's like it's a small part of resolution, and I was gonna say, oh, like this and Cosmopolis kind of have the same like ending in a way, where like well, not same ending, but same kind of like last third act,
Hmm.
where where he goes to a dark room and he meets another person and basically has to kill that fucking person.
Pretty much.
So, yeah, but
I
yeah,
mean, and if we don't bring up Maria Bello in this,
oh,
like,
Maya Bella, she's
whew,
great. She's great. Also, what's it called? Maya
respectfully,
Bella and respectfully in a cheerleader
respectfully,
outfit. Fucking hilarious.
cheerleader outfit. How about the robe?
The
Respectfully.
robe, yeah, yeah. Just man, she does really good in this movie, and um, what's it called? I really liked her chemistry with the kids as well, and I loved the what's it called? Just those all those lines of dialogues when she was like with Ed
I did
Harris.
I did have a moment that was questionable in this movie. Is when he get calls her and he's running down the road and he's like, "Get the shotgun," and she's running around
Oh
getting the
yeah,
shotgun,
yeah, yeah.
and then they pan over to the son who's apparently just watching all this eating cereal. Like is he just like sitting there just like, I wonder what the fuck mom's doing with the shotgun, just running
Yeah,
around
this whole
like,
time, like, not gonna say, "Hey, mom, is everything okay? What the
yeah,
hell's happening?"
and like nobody knows, like they don't pan to the kid until the dad gets home, which is what, like 10, 20 minutes later because he's running all the way from town. So the kid literally had to be sitting there eating cereal while his mom is just like losing her mind trying to like load the shotgun and like I'm just like
Yeah.
that seems this seems weird.
And then, of course, Chekhov's gun. If you're gonna introduce that shit, it ends up actually getting used. But, um, yeah, I mean, I like the choice of having the son be the one to kill the guy.
Yeah.
Like, I like that choice. I think it makes a lot more sense than it being Maria Bello's character do it. So, I really like that choice there. But yeah, I love that whole scene where. And like props of ego, like I swear sometimes motherfuckers don't like act, like people don't actually like sell the injury
Hmm.
sometimes in these films and like, oh, he fell down and he's just walking normally. No, Vigo's like limping,
Nah, that dude
running.
got stabbed in the foot.
Yeah, so like he's actually doing it. So props to him, and props to yeah. I love all these
What did he
performances.
do? He got stabbed in the foot, shot in the shoulder. Like
Yeah,
this
he
man was
got
going
the
through it.
whole work, bro. You got the whole work.
Yeah.
Yeah. What are you gonna go ahead and give History of Violence here, Brad?
I'm gonna give History of Violence a 8.25 out of 10.
8.25 out of 10. Not that bad. I'm going to give A History of Violence a 8 out of 10. I'll give it an 8 out of 10. It was good. It's not better than what's it called, Eastern Promises. I definitely think it's better than Cosmopolis, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Um,
I forget what we
and
gave Cosmopolis, but it was low.
I think I gave
Lower.
it a flat 7, bro.
I think I might have given it like a 6 or 7, if I
Yeah,
remember.
something like that. Yeah. Um, and yeah, I mean, I what's it called? I still like this. This is my
It
second
was
time
good.
watching it.
It's worth a watch.
I don't like it as much as I did the first time, but I still very much find it entertaining.
That might have an issue to do with you watch Eastern Promises and then you watch this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, and then next week we're gonna talk about The Fly. So now we're gonna get to watch The Fly, and I'm
So
like,
yeah, so we're gonna
we'll
get
see.
some real body horror.
Oh yeah, finally we moved past the the horror and well not horror crime thriller David Cronenberg, and now we're gonna talk about horror body horror David Cronenberg because we're gonna talk about The Fly, and then we're gonna talk about the Brood. Hi Michelle, how you doing?
Hi,
Thank you for
Michelle.
being here.
Thank you for
Yeah.
lurking.
Thank you for lurking. But yeah, I like the film, and I still enjoy it. I definitely would rather rewatch Eastern Promises though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And of course, with that said, I want to thank you all so much for being here with us. Kylie, Michelle, and Stacy, thank you so
Stacy.
much for joining us today. I
Appreciate
want
it.
to thank our Patreon supporters for making all this possible. And thank you to you all. You all are great people, especially our writers and our producers. our executive producer Shane. Where can they find him, Brad?
You can follow our friend Shane at twitch.tv/XSRK or on Twitter at XSRK_. Or go buy something from the Suppy God at Present City Vintage in Illinois.
Sick. And of course, you can follow. You can also follow our writers. Our writers, Tony.
Hey, Tony.
Yeah, sorry, Michelle. No, it's okay. We did a little early because I got to go watch Jurassic World. So you're fine. You're fine. Um, at Real Nerdy Dad on Twitter, and of course our wonderful Kylie.
Kylie.
Not tomorrow, but Wednesday we will be doing our commentary because Brad, you should not have. You don't have.
No, I have Survivors of Flame.
You have it on Wednesday.
Yeah, I have it on June 15th.
Fuck. All right. Well, that's great. Um, Kylie, we will reschedule that. But you can follow Kylie at Kylie PLI on Twitter and Kylie P Sports 90 on Instagram. Thank you as always for supporting us here. And if you want to become a supporter at Patreon, go to patreon.com/the nerdcore. And without further ado, Brad, let's go ahead and send them out.
Right, Raul. Thank you for being host as always. Thank you to all those joining us in chat today. Thank you to our listeners, our Patreon supporters. We appreciate each and every one of you. And yeah, shout out to Joey Cusack. Young Yoda out.
Joey Cusack.